Today is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. It's a little chilly outside this morning, but I wanted to get outdoors and breathe some air and see the sky. Last night, I only had to change my clothes once and from sweating, and it was lighter. So it seems that if that trend continues, then for me, I may be at the tail end of this COVID battle. Serena is having a physically rough day. She's on the couch right now, just sound asleep. I'm doing what I can today to take care of myself and to see how I can help to take care of her and just help her. Yesterday she had the antibodies, and so I expected she would have a bit of a rough night, and she did sweat last night, which is a good thing. And hopefully that means that today, after feeling weak for a little while, she'll start bouncing back. She's always been healthier than me and has been able to withstand physical challenges better and bounce back quicker. The pain medicine that I'm taking is helping, and it's providing me a bit of relief. Yesterday, it was about 10 minutes after taking it that I started to feel the warmth, or not even 10 minutes, maybe just a few minutes. I started feeling this warmth go through my body, and it was such a relief to experience those pain receptors shutting down. It was nice. Yesterday was a hard day for me. I think yesterday was the most discouraged I had been at one point. It didn't start out that way. It wasn't until later on that it became this, again, related to business things. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and I guess the state of mind that I'm in, I misunderstood something. And it appeared that this person was making me an offensive offer, when in fact the person did not want to make me the offer, perhaps because they knew it was that offensive. But somehow in the conversation I asked, what number were you thinking? And when they shared that number, I'd forgotten that that was a number given in response to my question. It wasn't an actual offer. And so I actually called the person today to rebuke them. And I spent some time working on this yesterday about how ungodly it was that they would try to take advantage of someone that is dying, and how inconsiderate. And I listed a dozen reasons, and I called the person today and I said, I have something to share with you. This is weighing on me, and I need to get this off my chest, and I need to tell you something. And I'm speaking to you as someone who is a person of faith, who is speaking to another person of faith. And therefore, I'm speaking to you as someone who is offering you words of correction. Please don't ever do this to anyone, ever. It does not represent God well. And the person listened to me patiently. And it was after I finished speaking, which I'm so glad that I wasn't mean about it. I was just as matter of fact about it. It was a correction I was giving someone. And then he stopped and he reminded me, no, I did not actually make an offer. I did not, because I didn't want to give you a low offer. It wasn't until you insisted and asked me what number I was thinking about that I even reluctantly gave it to you. And he said, I wish I had never given that number to you, and I apologize for offending you. And I realized, no, I apologize to you for this misunderstanding. We both apologized to each other, and then we prayed for each other. Oh my goodness. My life. My life. What is it? I was despairing yesterday. I was asking a question that I thought I had the answer for, but yesterday I didn't. I asked, why am I fighting to live? Why? I thought to myself, if I die, Serena will be taken care of, because I've made sure that there were arrangements so that she would be taken care of. And she's a strong woman of faith. God would give her the ability to rebound after some time. And also, I've told her ever since we were married, this is 20 plus years, I've said to her, I said, I need for you to imagine something, that if I'm gone, I am on the sidelines cheering you on. And it is my fullest expectation that you would move on beyond me and one day remarry. And when you do, I want you to imagine me walking you down the aisle. And I said that if ever I were gone and you could not move on, then I have failed you as a husband. Because no one's life should be so wrapped up in a human being that they can't exist without that person. It is one thing to be that reliant on God. It's quite another to be that reliant on a human being. Sure, we need people in our lives. We do. But when they're gone, we must live. We must move on. It is God's command for us to move on and to do what we can. We are in this world to serve Him, not our spouse. So, I thought, Serena, you'll be fine without me. And you'll have the money that you need. Why am I fighting? And I know it's in part because I've made a promise, but I couldn't think of the answer yesterday for that. It escaped me. I thought, if I survive this, I am in ground zero. My body, a bag of bones. Right now, it's reduced to a bag of bones. And economically, 52 years old, starting all over again. This is when I was planning to reap the rewards of decades of hard work and investment and taking chances and doing right, consistently doing right by other people. I expected that at this point I'd be living off of the residual income and that Serena and I would have a different circumstance than what we have now. a different situation. And now back to the drawing board. And would my life be better? You know, at the end of Job's troubles, everything was restored to him in a greater amount, and his last days were his best days. But God isn't obligated. He's not obligated. So, and that doesn't mean that that was promised to me. So what happens? I survive this and I go back into the world of disappointments and frustrations and failures and betrayals, and it just weighed on me yesterday. Today I have more clarity. Yes, that's what the future looks like. Because Jesus promised, in the world you will have troubles. He didn't stop there though. He said, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Be of good cheer. Somehow, our focus needs to be on the fact that when the world is crumbling around us, and when our own world is crumbling underneath us, that God has overcome the world itself. It's this time on earth, this lifetime that we have a window to build a legacy, to make an impact, to influence others in a godly way, to touch people's lives, to be a blessing, to be unselfish. To bring about a smile, to offer a hug. To be a light. And the world is crumbling. And life is a vapor, here today, gone tomorrow. But as brief as it is, if lived right, it can have an eternal impact on others. I woke up today with a better focus, with that reminder. So no matter how hard my life will be, it's never been easy. I've had a hard life. No matter how hard it may be. This is my one chance to get it right and to make a difference. So I might as well do that. I might as well fight for that. Because whenever it ends, whenever that time might be, it may end 50 years from now. It may end 5 days from now. But whenever that time comes, it is important to be able to enter into eternity saying to oneself, yeah, that was a good go. That was it. I did all right. Even more important to hear God say that and hear the words, well done, good and faithful servant, but to leave with a clear conscience even before God utters a word. I may not have my health right now. I may not have my career. But I have people that I love and people that love me. And I have a clear conscience. And I have faith in God. My God. The creator of heaven and earth calls me son. He calls me son. And here comes this visitor. He wants to be fed. So I'll go feed him. You know? God feeds me every day, so why not me feed his animals? There are good days and bad days, friends, and family. Yesterday was a bad day. Today is a good day. Oh.